Hello and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are doing a what is hidden reading. There's no need to shuffle. We're at the end of the set. So we are reading for Cancer today. All right, so let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Cancer. You have learning secrets. Stay open minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Well, that's suitable for what is hidden reading. On the bottom is thrive and believe, embrace growth and trust in promise, keep an open mind, answers reveal the path to fulfillment. Definitely saying something here is being revealed. Let's get the graffiti cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Cancer. You have bussin'. Really, really good. It hits the spot. Next level good. Soul satisfaction. Unexpected joy. Subway surfing, living life recklessly and on the edge, coping mechanism, rejecting rules or norms, desperate search for meaning. And blemish, hidden flaw, emotional wound or past mistake that lingers, karmic debt, lesson to be learned, test of character. On the bottom is the golden child, favored one in a family, idealized by parents, seen as the perfect child, placed on a pedestal, and expected to fulfill high expectations. Someone's learning a lesson here, or what this feels to me is there's freedom here in learning some sort of deep lesson. I'm picking up on this emotional wound or past mistake that lingers. Um, Also, coping mechanism, desperate search for meaning. This feels more to me like there is a realization within someone in regards to some sort of emotional wounds that brings the realization brings almost like a sense of freedom, like there was some sort of wounds that was holding someone back, because we have this um soul satisfaction, unexpected joy. It almost feels to me like some sort of releasing some sort of emotional wound is giving someone, it's almost like spiritual freedom or like energetic freedom. It brings happiness. Let's get the untold truths. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Cancer. Farewells, goodbyes, finality, closure. That's what it's like, closure or something. It's the end of something here. And it's a release, and it feels good to release it. Nourish, self harmony, soul growth, comfort, and roaming wild, free spirited, risks and possibilities. Yeah. It's like the feeling is something is being opened up, or like um, the feeling of being closed in a dark room and then like the door opening and the light shining in. That's what I'm seeing with my mind's eye. On the bottom is harmony, peace, balance, and friendship. I feel like someone is letting go of some sort of emotional wounds that's been held on to, and it feels good to do that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, with all that being said, this sounds like it's going to be a fairly deep reading. This may be not about what's being hidden from you, but maybe what you're hiding from yourself. We'll see. So the first section is, what is the truth behind the situation? What is the truth behind the situation? Seven of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, once again, this is talking about something being released that has caused an imbalance rather. Being burnt out, the passion is gone, the spark is gone. This could also be due to a lack of healing. Seven of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, Temperance in reverse. This is a feeling of someone being stuck in a rut. Like not being passionate about anything due to a lack of healing. Once again, I feel like it's those emotional wounds I was talking about. Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, not wanting to take action towards anything. The Devil, yeah, emotional wounds. Saying emotional wounds are causing blockages. Someone's lost their spark. Saying in order to get that back, needing to let go. And this could be, it feels to me like childhood wounds is what it feels like. It feels like there's a family aspect to this. This is talking about letting go of either something from the past, emotional wounds. It's whatever is these wounds are is creating blockages, and someone has lost their spark. And I feel like this is talking about in regards to anything. I feel like someone's stuck in a rut right now. And this could be a situation where someone feels stuck in a rut and they don't know why. It's because it's saying there needs to be a release, a letting go of things that have not been healed. Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Devil. King of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yep. Saying whatever isn't working here is due to something that is unhealed. Saying taking action without regret. There's something here about whatever these past wounds are, these emotional wounds are, talking about how those affect you in your day-to-day life now. This feels to me like people pleasing. This is something that needs to be released. Not This is about taking action towards the things that you're passionate about without having regret. So what it's saying is this is worrying about what other people will think in regards to the things that you want to do or the things you're passionate about. And this is whatever this is, it's stemming from childhood wounds, emotional wounds. And it's saying someone doesn't have control over this at this point because they're trapped in their thoughts about it, needing to release that. This is the truth behind the situation. All right. What is the truth behind the situation? See, childhood wounds. The snake, deception. The deception here is uh, the need to please others or not taking action towards the things that you're passionate about because you're worried about other people having regret or disappointment. See, this is the false thing. This is the deception here. Clover, doing what's best for you. Yeah. So there could be three people involved in this situation, but I don't feel like that's what this is. It's saying what is not working here is someone is not dealing or needs to work through something that is unhealed. The book. It's saying that is in your, the clover here is about luck or serendipity, but it's saying it's in your best interest to work on this healing. And the way to work on that healing is to not worry in regards to the things that you're passionate about. Take action towards those things instead of, and take action towards them without regret. Saying don't worry about everyone else. Do what makes you happy. Feels like this is surrounded around people pleasing or issues with not having your own autonomy when it comes to certain people. So let's go to the next section. How does this affect Cancer? How does this affect Cancer? Six of Cups. Once again, we're talking about this childhood again. Whatever this is, without a doubt, it is stemming from childhood. The Emperor, Aries energy. So this could be the emotional wounds or childhood wounds could be stemming from a father or a father figure. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. This is talking about not receiving something from a father or a father figure in childhood. Six of Cups, the Emperor, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Magician in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. And Strength. What I feel like this is talking about is someone has been avoiding working on this healing. And it's saying it's time to dive into that. It's going to bring more transformation than you realize. The Magician in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, Strength. Page of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords in reverse. There's been an avoidance. I'm strongly getting avoidance here. And I don't know exactly. It's either like avoiding the elephant in the room. There's either something that's not been talked about in regards to the whole situation, like talking with the other person about how something has affected them, or whoever is dealing with this has just avoided reflecting on this. It's presenting to me as something that someone doesn't want to necessarily look at. They're trying to ignore it or avoid it. This is a painful wound, and it's the indication here is ignoring it will not make it go away. And it's saying it's time to reflect on this. It's time to do the healing work in regards to this. It's connected to a father figure or a masculine energy. Um, and it's either dealing with it with this within yourself, or this is like having a sit down and talking to this person about how these wounds affected you and how you feel, like having a conversation about this situation. It, whoever's watching this, if this is resonating, you'll know exactly what this is about. um this is talking about having the strength to talk about the things you did not receive. There is something here that as a child someone needed from a father or a father figure or a masculine energy that they did not receive. And it's saying either you need to no longer ignore that within yourself and work through that, even if it means having a good cry, talking to a therapist, getting angry, letting there needs to be a release here of something that's being held on to. And it's saying that is going to bring, I feel like it's a big transformation within the one who's dealing with it. I feel like it's going to bring clarity. I keep seeing someone being in a dark room and this bright light shining on them, and it feels like freedom. Okay. How does this affect Cancer? Cross, sacrifices or burdens. The release here needs to be, someone needs to acknowledge their hurt that something in the past has caused. Man, once again, masculine energy showing up here. So either you are the masculine or you're dealing with a masculine. The fox, being sneaky or clever. This is talking about avoidance. Once again, this whole section here is about avoidance, but this is talking about being sneaky in the way of avoiding the conversation. Someone needs to have the strength to talk about what they did not receive in the past. And this feels to me, it's something on an emotional level, or someone needs to release their emotions when it comes to this. Okay, so the next section is, why has this been hidden from Cancer? Why has this been hidden from Cancer? Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Yep. Once again, I feel like I have to say that this is not for whoever this is about. This is for the one who's dealing with this. Doing all this is not for anyone but yourself, whoever is the one dealing with this. It's saying doing the work to gain your independence or freedom in regards to clarity, seeing things clearly. Queen of Swords sees things clearly. She cuts through the BS. She cuts people out. So this is saying doing the work so you can have clarity and have independence or freedom. Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. The World in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands. See, it's saying what's being hidden, what has been hidden here is there's been blockages, or someone has been intentionally blocking this. And it's talking about not seeing eye to eye with someone else. And it's saying by addressing the elephant in the room, or by addressing whatever has been avoided for so long, is going to give you freedom from this. So it's saying that there is something here, which it's clear. It's saying that someone's trying to avoid this. They're either trying to avoid dealing with the situation, or they're trying to avoid the person. So this is saying that for however long this has been going on, someone has been keeping themselves in this self-imposed prison. And it's saying, in regards to this situation, get your independence and freedom from this. See, working on something where there's unfinished business. The thing, it's the what it is saying here is someone is needing to face something that is needed to be faced for a long time. And it's saying, as much as you want to avoid this, facing it is going to give you so much more. The World in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands. Yep, Seven of Pentacles, no longer looking back. What that more is that I'm talking about is no longer being bound to the hurt that it causes. It's, once again, this is, whole reading is about releasing this. Ten of Cups. Yeah, this feels to me like this is in regards to a family member. You could be either you're estranged from this person, or it's just talking about due to whatever's happened here, you're not seeing eye to eye with this person. Now, in regards, this is not saying that you have to reconcile with this person. This isn't, like, once again, this is not for the person who's caused the pain. This is for the one who's dealing with it. There's nothing you have to do in regards to this other person. Other than maybe you need to, in order to release, you need to tell them how whatever happened in the past made you feel. But as far as receiving anything from them, that's not necessary, because they have their own work they need to do, or they have their own demons that they need to face. So the goal here is for you to release what you're holding on to. That doesn't require forgiveness. It doesn't require reconciliation, unless that's something that you want. Six of Swords, yeah. Clarity that this has caused blockages and needing to move on, move forward. Oh, why has this been hidden from Cancer? I don't think it's ever necessarily been hidden. I think it's been avoided. Scythe, cutting something or something or someone out. See, this is this is talking about something, cutting out the emotional pain. It's saying doing the work on unfinished business and no longer looking back. Cutting this out. The stars, that's illumination. Illumination is that once, and this is what is being hidden and what will be revealed. It's saying by doing the work, the illumination is getting independence or freedom from this person. And this is talking more on an emotional, spiritual, and energetic level, not necessarily a physical level. There's the ship again with the Six of Swords. Moving on, moving forward. Clarity that these blockages has prevented you from moving on, moving forward. Protect yourself. The bear is about an authority figure or protective energy. So it can be both. Taking control of the situation, protecting yourself. All right. And the last section, how does Cancer deal with this new information? Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Justice in reverse, Libra energy. And the Three of Swords in reverse. See, this is talking about healing from something that was unbalanced or unfair. Queen of Wands in reverse, Justice in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Self-love, Justice in reverse on, Justice in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Let me get some more here. Queen of Cups, Justice in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Three Cups in reverse. Yeah, the feeling here is that someone here doesn't necessarily want to interact with the other person, either due to estrangement or it's like, I don't necessarily need to heal things with this person. That's the feeling here. So what it's saying is you don't have to take action towards this person. You just have to show yourself self-love. This is indicating like not reuniting with this person. You don't have to get with this person saying kumbaya. That's what this is saying. Saying this isn't about the other person. This is about you and your healing and doing what's best for you. Five of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. This almost looks to me like someone wants to, this is about finality. Finality with this person. This could even be a situation where this person is already passed. I just feel, what I feel is a strong disconnect, but I also feel like someone, the one dealing with this, doesn't want to get close to the other person, or doesn't, even if it's not that drastic, they don't want to have the hard conversation. The advice, or it's saying, how does Cancer deal with this new information? It's saying you don't have to, this is not about, I know I've said it 15 times, but it's just trying to make the message clear. This isn't about the other person. This is for you. Um, it feels to me like whatever happened between these two, like, it's indicating like the damage has already been done. I feel like for the one dealing with this, they feel like there's nothing that can necessarily be salvaged from this. But that's okay, because what's going on here is being done for the one who's dealing with it. And it's to free them of the chains that bind them to this situation. How does Cancer deal with this new information? The Tower. So Tower is about governments, businesses, institutions. It can be the courts or divorce. We'll have to get another one for that. The Letter. This is text or emails. It can also be a signed document, such as a divorce. It's talking a lot about divorce. I swear this is like estrangement, because I don't think this is actually about divorce. This is about ending a commitment. Woman, feminine energy. Whip and broom. Give me 3 cards. Tell me about Tower, Letter, and Woman. Birds, family, or gossip. Yeah, see, this is, I just don't feel like whoever is dealing with this has a good relationship with the person that this whole thing is about. And I feel like they don't want to try to make the relationship better or anything like that. And what this is trying to get across is that's not necessary, because this isn't healing for the relationship. This is healing for the one that's dealing with it. The fish, this is money and resources. Resources and imbalance. This is talking about not wanting to fight or not wanting to fight for the relationship. Anchor, stability and security. Yeah, see, I don't know what happened here, but it was significant. I can feel that whatever this is, it was something that impacted someone greatly. Impacted this person so much that it ended the relationship or ended what the dynamics of the relationship were. Like, you may still be around this person, but there's nothing there. Like, there's not a relationship there. And it's saying, this is pretty much saying that for the one who's dealing with this, it makes them happier to not have to deal with this person, or it feels better to not interact with this person. And the indication here is just saying that's okay. It's going back to, once again, what I was talking about with, you don't have to do things to make other people feel better about it if it's something you don't want to do. Um, and I feel like maybe that's what this is getting at. It's like, you don't have to, be a certain way with this person if it's not what makes you feel good. Don't do it. It's not necessary. You don't have to do this to make the people around you feel better about it. Whew, I knew at the very beginning this would be a deep reading, and it was. So let's get the closing messages. Closing messages for Cancer. You decide. When you give of yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, it will feel like a burden of drain. Be genuine. Give from your heart. On the bottom, it says, exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here, right now. And we're going to get into the Lonely Woods Oracle. Messages for Cancer. You have ebbs and flows. And on the bottom is a time for healing. That's what we've been talking about this whole reading. So 31, ebbs and flows. Says there will always be moments where we find ourselves unable to find our place within the world. Those we once knew have fallen away, and those we have yet to form trust and loving relationships with are yet to come. We are sometimes given responsibilities to care for on our own when we thought they would be shared. It is natural to contemplate what we may be doing wrong or is lacking in us, but this will pass. The truth is, we all go through the initiations of companionship and solitude, of intimacy and estrangement, of deep understanding and the grief of being misunderstood or abandoned. This moment is an ebb, but soon the flow of companionship will come. Friendship and love will surely flow back to you, as too will that true and deep sense of belonging. Let's read A Time for Healing. 16 says, at times amidst the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far away from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing. Even if human hands are far away right now, imagine, close those weary eyes, know the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you so truly are. All right, Cancer, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.